Culture is an important element in economic development. Culture is one aspect of our lives that we recognize as being important, but we rarely link it to economic development. It is what separates one group from another, but mostly understated in its importance. Our culture can sometimes be taken for granted because it is part and parcel of who we are. So what then is culture and why is it important in economic development? Max Weber defines culture as the collective programming of the mind. It is what separates one group from another in terms of their behavior and attitude. It is the way or pattern of behavior that is common to a group of people is another way to define it. This includes the characteristics of a group of people as members of the wider society. It is about the assumptions, values and behavior of people that is distinct to that group and helps to separate them from others. The essence of culture is that it helps to shape the beliefs of individuals and may help them to foster common goals which can impact the group or contribute to their success. Apart from groups of people, organizations also can have their own separate culture. This can help companies to achieve better results, hence it can be used as a way of motivating employees. Organization with a win-win culture will try to find a balance that satisfies both parties to an agreement, whereas those with a win-at-all-cost culture will have different methods of operation. There may be some elements of a culture that will allow people to self-actualize, be competitive or even to strive for perfection. All of these characteristics can help to shape how people behave and their approach to economic development. It also needs to be remembered that culture is fluid and constantly changing. Since culture is about what we do, the attitude of people towards entrepreneurship can have an impact on the way people perceive and deal with risk. For example, culture that sees a cup as being half full, rather than half empty, will impact the general attitude of the people. A country or group of people with a culture of thrift are more likely to save than one that lives for today. Culture plays a role in how a group of people look at the world and whether they are content with the status quo or would rather strive to become better. The Japanese and South Korean cultures have been credited with their rapid economic success. The culture that instills hard work and the attainment of higher education will provide a different result to one that believes in the intervention of a power outside of their control. Where people have a sense of purpose and with absolute focus and devotion to achieving their goal, then such a culture will more likely succeed better than one that constantly looks for easier solutions or one that expects others to take care of them.